Hi, I'm Sonia Brotherton. Welcome to Equivolve Coaching. Now, I promised I would show you how to take a bridle apart and put it back together again, so let's do that. And this would just be if you particularly wanted to take it apart in order to clean it properly. I really don't believe this is necessary, but I feel that I should show people just in case they need to know. If you undo the cheek piece on the side that the throat lash does up onto. Some bridles now have a throat lash that does up on both sides, but most they're secured on, actually this one does if you look. Most of them are actually just one piece of leather. They don't have a buckle there and they come round and they only do up on the near side of the horse. I'm going to undo the cheek piece. One cheek piece. And I'm going to now undo the noseband. So the noseband doesn't slip through, it undoes on both sides, but on other bridles you would pull it through. It would be a continuous piece of leather that went up through that brow band, over and down through the other side of the brow band. These are designed to make their headpieces that the horse is wearing behind his ears a lot softer and more comfortable to wear. Things have moved on very nicely. Anyway, so I've just undone it from both sides. That's removed the noseband. The brow band, I can now slip it off on that side. And if I do the same on this side as we did on the other, I'm removing the cheek piece here. And the other side of the throat lash. I've got to put all this back together in a minute. Sure you want to do this? There we go. So now we've got one headpiece, completely separate. Brow band. So now I've just got a cheek piece attached to the bit. And these are done up with buckles. I better show you a billet in a minute. If I can find a billet, I'll show you a billet. Anyway, cheek piece. And the reins would come off the bit in the same way, and then you could pop that in a bucket as, I say, vinegar or baking soda to give a really good soaking if you haven't cleaned it regularly. Buckles to take the reins off. So some bridles, and this might be the cheek piece or the reins, do up with what's called a billet. This is a billet, and some do up with a buckle. The buckle bridles, they face to the outside, so you can see them from, if you were looking at a horse, you would see it on the outside. Billets go up the other way, so they're hidden from view. So you've got the buckle would be like that, the billet would be done up. So it's just the leather you can see. Now to secure it, pop it through the first piece of leather, pop it through the second piece of leather, go further than you need to till the billet can be pushed through the hole, and then pull back. The leather is secured under the billet. To undo that, you can push till the gap in the leather is over the billet, release it, and then pull the leather back through. Okay? Some of these can get very, very stiff if they've never been taken off the bridle, and in that instance I would suggest hoof pick. So sometimes you might just need to lever the leather out with a hoof pick if it's got stiff, and it might just require a little bit of coaxing to get it out. Okay, use a hoof pick. You can either try and pull the leather that way, get it off, or you can push it in further like that. Try either, but sometimes if they've been left for a while it can be a bit of a nightmare. We're going to put back together my nice modern bridle now, which has got buckles galore. We'll start with the head stool and the brow band. I'm going to put that back together. Need to thread it all back on. got 3 straps. The underneath one will be the noseband. The one to the rear will be the throat lash, and the one on the top at the front is the cheek piece. Put it in the same hole that's been used before. Noseband is obviously going to point the same direction as the brow band, and this will go onto the underneath. And as I said, the older bridles, the noseband will thread through the brow band, come underneath, and then down through the other side of the brow band. So you've got the 3 straps, and we're going to the underneath one for the noseband. Tuck him all in and put the noseband one on. You can understand why we don't actually take these apart, can't you? And a throat lash. It would traditionally be a single piece of leather that comes down from the off side of the bridle around and does up with a buckle on the near side. This particular bridle has got a buckle on both sides, but we're going to the rear strap. It comes round and does up onto this one. We're going to wait because we're going to do it up crisscross in a minute. The bit itself is curved to fit the horse's mouth, you'll notice, and our rein buckles are on the outside. So it's really important that I do this up on the right part of the bridle, otherwise it'll be backwards. So, looking at it like that, looking the curve, and the way it folds together nicely to accommodate the horse's tongue, and that's the way we're going to put it on the bridle. Do it up. I'll show you again in a minute. When I've got it on, I'll show you how it's in the correct way around for the horse's mouth. This is a good bit to demonstrate with because it's got quite an exaggerated curve to it. Just hold the noseband out of the way. This would be going into the horse's mouth like this, and that's curved in that way. It needs to be shaped to suit the horse's mouth. Okay, so that's that. Throat lash goes around the front of the bridle, through the reins, and then we're going to go all the way around the front again and secure it to the throat lash on this side. And you've got your nice crisscross there. And then the noseband. They go round that. You can either do it up or just put it into a keeper. My preference is just into a keeper. Same with the flash. Wrap it around. Tuck it in. And that's how we hang it away, with a nice crisscross and the noseband done up. I hope you've enjoyed watching today's video. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you've got any comments, pop them in the box below. I'd love to read them.